its depth. Characterized by smooth edge, regular margins, no bridging fibers.
Say that again, please.
This wound was characterized by smooth edge, comma, regular margins, comma, no bridging fibers, comma, marginal contusion, nor contusion of the underlying soft tissues. The wound was deep, comma, transecting through the esophagus, trachea, comma, internal jugular vein, internal jugular vein, comma, vagus nerve, cut fractures of C6 vertebrae, C6 vertebrae. However, the spinal cord cricoid cartilage, cricoid is CRICOID, cricoid cartilage, comma, hyoid bone, hyoid is HYOID, hyoid bone, comma, and common carotid artery was intact. Common carotid is CAROTID, carotid artery was intact. The airway was clogged with frothy blood.
Clogged with what?
The airway was clogged with frothy, FROTHY, frothy blood. The above descriptions were consistent with deep cut wounds. The conclusion of the doctor, my lord, was in respect of the cause of death, and the cause of death was hypovolemic shock due to deep cut injuries to the neck. This report, my lord, was signed by Dr. Katongole Abdul and dated the 2nd of April 2026, and it is under postmortem report number 1102 of 2026.
Is that all for this report?
This report, my lord, also bears a stamp of Kampala Capital City Mortuary Police. That's all for this report, my lord.
Okay, let her interpret in the Luganda language.
Ku ebyo bye bakanyizaako okuleeta mu kooti baloya bombi kuliko postmortem oba ebbaluwa abasawo ze baakebererako abaana abo. Eyasooka yali ya Etiku Gideon era postmortem enamba baagiwa 1102/2026 nti emirambo baagitwala mu mochari Mulago era ono Etiku Gideon baamukebera nga 2 Ogwokuna 2026 era yamukebera omusawo bamuyita Katongole Abdul. Etiku Gideon nti yali mwana mulenzi nga yali mu nasare oba preschool nti bwe bamukebera yali alina amannyo 21 ng'alina 11 waggulu 10 wansi nti omulambo gwali gunyogoga nga gupeeruse nti bwe baamukebera ne basanga yali alina ekiwundu bali bamusaze ku bulago. Ekiwundu kyali kiwanvu nga kyenkana sentimita 17 nti era bwe baayongera okukebera ne basanga nti bwe baamufumita airway oba awayita empewo gye tussa mwalimu omusaayi nga gwesibidde omwo era n'akomekereza ng'agamba nti omwana ono kyamuviirako okufa yavaamu omusaayi mungi olw'ensonga nti baali bamusaze obulago. Omusawo yasayininga n'ateekako sitampu ya Mulago mochari.
The second piece of agreed evidence, my lord, is also police form 48B, a postmortem report. This is postmortem report number 1103 of 2026. It is it is under CRB 026 of 2026, and it is in respect of Agenworth. Agenworth is AGENORWOTH. Agenworth Kisha Otim. This examination was done on the 2nd of April 2026. Agenworth was found to be a female juvenile of preschool age.
Yes, proceed.
The body was found to be cold. It had primary flaccidity. She had 12 teeth and her jaw was intact. The body was also found to be pale. Evidence of trauma. There was a 9-centimeter long open wound. On the right side of the neck at 67 centimeters from the right heel. And 1 centimeter from the anterior midline.
From the anterior?
1 centimeter from the anterior midline. This wound was longer than it was deep. The wound was characterized by smooth edges, regular margins, but there were no marginal contusion nor bridging fibers. The wound was deep transecting through the skin underlying neck muscles, the trachea, esophagus, major neck vessels and nerves. There were cut fractures of the C5 vertebrae. Cut fractures of the C5 vertebrae. Rupture. There was a rupture of the intervertebral disc. Intervertebral disc and transection of the spinal cord. The doctor noted that these findings were consistent with deep cut wounds. The doctor's conclusion was that the cause of death was hypovolemic shock, following deep cut wound to the neck. My lord, this postmortem report is signed by Dr. Katongole Abdul on the 2nd of April 2026. It also bears a stamp of Kampala Capital City Authority City Mortuary Police.
Ekiwandiiko ekyokubiri era nayo postmortem oba ebbaluwa omusawo gye yawandiika ng'amaze okwekebejja omulambo gwa Keisha Agenworth Otim ng'ennaku z'omwezi 2 Ogwokuna 2026 era omusawo oyo omu Dr. Katongole Abdul bwe yakebera omwana ono yali omwana omuwala nga yali alina emyaka egy'okubeera mu nasale era nti omulambo gwali gunyogoga nga gupeeruse. Ono yali alina amaanyo 12 nti naye baamufumita mu bulago era ekiwundu kyali kyenkana sentimita 9 nti baamukebera bwe yamukebera n'asanga nti bwe baamufumita nnyo nga kyebaamufumisa kyayingira mu mubiri nekikwata ku misuwa egisinga egy'obulago era n'agamba nti ekyamuviirako okufa yavaamu omusaayi mungi olw'ekiwundu kye yatuusibwako ku bulago n'amala n'asayininga n'ateekako sitampu y'eddwaliro oba mochari.
My lord, the third piece of agreed evidence is also a postmortem report, police form 48B. My Lord, this is postmortem number 1101 of 2026. This, my Lord, postmortem is in respect of Seryange Ignatius